Hello! Welcome to the Legal Beagle. Now, this will not be the setup later on in the future. I didn't even want to show my face, but this is important. Also, it's not really a secret that this is my second channel. I'm shook, honestly. I am shook. We're gonna be talking about Tony fucking Fisher and his fucking copyright strikes and stuff. Alright, so while I am talking, I will be solving a mirror blocks blindfolded for just general sanity. Alright. So this started a few months ago when the Cubing Historian uploaded a video called Cubing Hoaxes, which is essentially where he goes over some fake puzzles. Now, Tony Fisher got real fucked up over this, or pissed off, I should say. I don't know, I am just filled with anger right now. Anyway, he filed a copyright strike against the Cubing Historian. And let me just say, he doesn't even get the channel name right. He calls him the Puzzle Historian. Anyway, and I couldn't find any evidence that he had copyrighted the clips and pictures that he had used. So if you can find evidence for Tony Fisher copywriting the 9x9 videos, be my guest, because I went through the videos. I watched both videos through their entirety, and I couldn't find a single thing. I don't. Well, anyway, yeah, so when Tony Fisher did start showing that his videos were copyrighted, I got a little bit excited, just a tiny bit. For some reason, I think we're not recording, and now I have no idea what I did. Now I'm cheating. Just gonna scramble this again. Well, anyway, I got excited and commented about my excitement. I basically said, so now you make it clear that your videos are copyrighted. I did get a little bit pushy, like just pissed off, because I am ruling in favor of the Cubing Historian. He had the right to use the videos. Well, anyway, Tony Fisher, I'll just post a picture of the entire comment. Well, anyway, Tony Fisher actually read my comment, which is a little flattering, but not until you hear what he has to say. I'll just put it here. Well, anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. He said that I wasn't worthy of commenting on his channel. He said that I was too thick to research copyright, which is a hobby of mine, is researching copyright. The only reason he said this is because I lumped trademark in with copyright, something that is completely understandable. And if you watch the video on my main channel, you will know this story. Well, anyway, yeah. So, I essentially said, you might be going against copyright law by calling your cubes Rubik's Cubes. So, yeah, well, that's not the point. I'm supposed to be talking about how Thomas had the right to use the footage. It would have been common courtesy for him to ask for permission, but he still could have gone against us. Now keep in mind that I knew this beforehand, and to make sure that it wasn't being too thick, I actually double-checked. I think it's Harvard. I'm not sure. I can't remember because I'm shook. But Harvard said that if your video or if your media is for education or satire or parody, criticism, or anything like that, you can legally use copyrighted materials without permission. Guess what the Cubing Historian has underneath all of his videos in the description? Education. Yeah. So, Tony Fisher, first of all, didn't make it explicit that he copyrighted the 9x9 videos. Second, didn't know about this law. And regarding the Rubik's Cube stuff, I double-checked to see if Rubik's Cube was trademarked. I found a Quora, it sounds identical to me, honestly, when I say it. Anyway, I found one of those posts. The question was, is the Rubik's Cube copyrighted? Now, I found this law student named Denora. Denora said, Rubik's Cube, the name Rubik's Cube is trademarked. And I double-checked. I googled Rubik's Cube logo. I went over to the images. I scrolled down just teensy tiny bit. And I found Rubik's Cube TM. Yeah. That is all the evidence I need that I have found to tell Tony Fisher, you are wrong. Come at me, bro. And also, thanks for insulting my mother, by the way. Yeah, that was real nice of you. Yeah. Oh, and one last thing. It's not about how much footage he used, and it's not about whether or not the copyright is on the puzzle or on the video. That's not what we're talking about. You diverted the conversation from whether or not he could use your materials, whether it be the puzzle or not. And also, stop calling me an idiot. Like, there are like 2 or 3 instances within the past week where you've called me an idiot. I am not an idiot. You are one ageist motherfucker. I'll tell you that. Just because I like Pokemon and giant cat heads and Nintendo and Sprite, you think I'm an idiot. Honestly, I should be ageist towards you, because in my eyes, you're an idiot because you think the world revolves around you. This is the same with every single generation that's ever happened. The greatest generation. They're literally called the greatest. Baby boomers. They're the largest. They think they're great because they're large. I don't know every single generation by name or by ages, but your generation thinks that you're superior above ours because you came first, because you laid the groundwork for ours. And a certain amount of us, I have no idea how much, I have no idea why I said most or some of, but a certain amount of, like, millennials and Generation Z, you would know them as Z, I think. I don't know, but the newest generations that are coming in, we think we're great because we are young, because we are new, because we have our lives ahead of us. Also, kids generally think the world revolves around them. Those are kids. That's my sister. I've been swearing a lot lately because of you. I've been trying to cut back on swearing. Because I have a 5-year-old sister. Because I need to set a good example for her in this world. Because have you seen our president? Have you seen our society? It's not a society to raise a kid in, especially if you're a different color. This is a rant. This is a rant and a rave. Anyway, I'm gonna watch SNL and edit the video. All sources will be down below. I probably should have checked if it was Harvard. I know one of the sources was Baylor, but that wasn't the main source. That was a side source. I can't even find that source now, but one of the sources was definitely Baylor University. So yeah, no, I'm gonna watch SNL, throw away, well, recycle those cans because we live in a, well, we live in a world that we want to make better. And get a new Sprite, definitely. My throat is parched. I'm rambling. I'm just talking about whatever. Oh man. Yeah.